Great. It's another beautiful day here in LA. I'm on my boat. Here's a little bit of a view. You want to see that?
It's so nice.
It's beautiful out, man. It's good. Thanks for having me, man. It's been a while since I've done an Instagram live, so it's good to see everybody, and it's good. It's good
Yeah.
talking again. I'm excited to catch up.
Thank you so much for coming on. I know I love Too Hot to Handle. You were one of my favorite guys. You were, and Francesca was my favorite girl. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. It's always nice to hear that we leave a lasting effect on some people. So it's good. It's good to be back on live, and yeah,
Yeah. When's the last time you did one?
it's been a while. I've
Really?
I've been gone. I've been traveling. I've been working a bit MIA recently, but I'm back now until a couple other little projects I have. But I'll be trying to get a little bit more engaged.
Yay. Awesome. Can you share what the projects are?
Well, actually, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm. It looks like it's not official yet, but it's good. I'm gonna be going to Spain. It looks like to film a movie with Liam Neeson.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So it looks like that's going to be something. Still got to get the still got to get the final okays, but it looks really promising right now. I'm really excited.
Awesome. That's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated throughout that process. I'll be able to document it and all that fun stuff. It's going to be really really exciting opportunity.
Yeah, that is awesome. I have a question. When did you start acting? Because we didn't know until after the show, really, I feel like.
Right. Okay. So I went to film school right here in LA, and
Wow.
I made movies when I was there, and I made a movie called Counterfeiters that was in theaters. You can see it on YouTube right now. It used to be on the streaming platforms, but I put it on YouTube, and I wrote, directed that, and I also starred in it. So I also, I always loved movies, and I always wanted to be involved in any way I can, and I feel like acting is something that I could do, and I also really really like. Actually, I love it. I really do. I love it, and I
Yeah.
figured Too Hot to Handle, even though it was unscripted, there was a lot of elements of being comfortable while being filmed on set.
Yeah.
It does help if you have a bit of an acting background.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. That's so exciting. And congratulations again with Liam Neeson. That's super cool.
And thank you.
Yeah. So the number one question I have for you that a lot of people left was, what is your biggest piece of dating advice?
Biggest piece of dating advice. That's a great question. That's a great question. Yeah, you know what? There are so many people in the world, right? So many people in the world. You gotta consider a couple things. The first thing is you can't take yourself too seriously.
Okay.
And if you don't take yourself too seriously, the other people won't feel the pressure in the relationship, because a relationship is always a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
So if you're really trying to impress them overly, or just maybe not be yourself or be the person that they want, then they won't get a genuine interpretation of what you're going to be like in this relationship. So when you're yourself, that's the best that you could be. And when you really get comfortable with who you are, which takes time. You're only 16, right now?
Yeah, I'm 16.
That's amazing. That's almost half my age. But I didn't really truly become really comfortable in my own skin until maybe after the workshops that I did while filming Too Hot to Handle.
Really?
Yeah, because we really did a lot of real work on the show. But I got very comfortable, and I could really be the best person that I am after just really taking the time to learn about myself.
So basically, you're saying is just be yourself.
Be yourself, and make sure that you love yourself, and make sure that you know who you really are. Because once you get a firm grasp on who you are, then I'm sure everyone will love you.
That's awesome. That's good advice. Thank you. And everybody's loving that advice too.
Sure.
So if you knew what the show was going to be, would you have still gone on?
Okay, there's two pieces to that, right?
Yeah.
So if I knew that there was going to be some sort of reality television show where you're not allowed to touch each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do that, it probably would have been. I probably would have thought twice about it.
Yeah.
But if I knew that how successful the show was going to be on Netflix,
Yeah.
I definitely would do that. So there's two pieces to it, right? If
Yeah.
I could all over again, I absolutely would. Both ways. I think that even with the whole circumstances and the rules with Lana and everything, we actually, unlike unlike season 2, season 1 cast really tried hard to
Yes,
take it seriously.
tried at least. You guys at least tried. Season 2 did.
Exactly. They didn't really try very much. Watching season 2 was really frustrating. I was like, oh,
I
come.
tried.
What's that?
I even got annoyed. I was like, guys.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We were like, oh, come on. You guys, you're not even doing it right. You're just breaking all the rules. It's not the point. But if you really, appreciate the process, then it's kind of fun because, like I said, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned, I learned really truly who I was, and because of that, I'm very happy.
Yeah. That's great. That's so awesome. Who do you still talk to from the show? It could be, and talk to anybody from season 2.
You know what? As far as season 2 goes, there are a couple people I DM with. I haven't met anybody in person though. I have a lot of but everyone's relatively friendly. I mean, everyone's really friendly. Whoever I've talked to, I think I probably talked to Christina the most.
Yeah.
She's great. It's obviously stunning.
Yeah.
A couple people were in LA. I didn't get a chance to run into them at all. But as far as season 1 people, I hung out with Nicole O'Brien recently. She's always favorite people in the world. Matthew, aka Jesus, is like my best friend. I see him every day because he moved right on the other side of the marina over there. So I see him like
now.
No, he's not on a boat. He's in a real apartment, but he's on the boat or I'm at his place all the time. I let Sharon. I see Sharon every once in a while when I go to the East Coast or when he comes here. I just talked to Rhonda today. And obviously, Francesca and I are very, very close.
Yeah.
And she's stuck in Canada still, but she just moved. Actually helped her find a place to live, and it's pretty close to my area. So I'll be hanging out with Frankie a lot when she gets back to LA.
Hey, that's so exciting. It seems like you're close with almost like everybody, like the majority of people.
Pretty much everybody, yeah.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
So obviously you're on your boat. Everybody wanted to know, like, what is boat life like? Like, when did you buy your boat? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this is the view, right? The view is nice.
Yeah.
Later. This is where you drive the boat from up here. Everyone hangs out down there. My brother is working inside, right? He also lives in a boat with me, but he's on a call. We have a big living area, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I've lived on a boat for a little over 8 years.
Wow.
A long time. It feels like just yesterday when I moved on, though.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. It's like, I would say it's very similar to just regular life living.
Yeah.
Except for it's a little smaller. And actually, it's not even that smaller. The biggest issue is like the bathrooms. That's all I always say. That's the worst part. Bathrooms are like airplane bathrooms. And I still have like showers and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
So, yeah, I've always wanted to either, I know they're very different, but like live in an RV for a year or live in a boat for a year.
Similar, like, because you see these beautiful RVs, right? And they're like with the kitchens and the living rooms and the lights and like TVs that pop up out of the walls. Like, these are so cool, but so could these yachts. And obviously, I prefer to live on the water than like so it's a similar thing. It's just that we happen to be on the water.
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel like, because I follow all these like different accounts on TikTok, and I'm like, it looks so like peaceful, whether it is like the boat or the RV.
Right. No, yeah, it's very nice. It's lovely. It's quiet, and like as you could tell right now, it's pretty quiet. And even when we throw our parties, we don't really have any neighbors to complain. As a matter of fact, the slip right next to us is empty. We don't even have any neighbors.
You have no neighbors.
Yeah, no neighbors really. All right. My buddy Colin Green. Shout out to Colin Green. Yeah, I see you there. Oh, when you're in Nashville, that's right, Colin. Good for you. I gotta come visit. I never go to Nashville. Where are you, CJ?
I'm in Foxborough, Massachusetts, so it's like 30 minutes outside of Boston.
Or where the Patriots played.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
like Patriots?
I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Chargers fan. I'm a proud Chargers fan with my Charger flag blowing in the wind, kinda.
I love it. I don't think anybody likes the Patriots unless nobody likes them unless you live here.
True, or if you're like a Tom Brady fan or something, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. There's plenty of people that even live in Foxborough that hate the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. When you win that much, it's kind of annoying.
It is annoying. I'll admit it. It is. So yeah.
That's all right. That's my poor Chargers haven't won in many years, but this is their year. You heard it here first.
You think it is?
I think so. I got to go to SoFi Stadium last weekend, the new stadium.
I saw that.
It was amazing, man. It was an incredible experience. We got up on the Jumbotron. Actually, as a matter of fact, a bunch of other Too Hot to Handle kids were there as well. And we were all kind of, we didn't come together. So like, they'd like shoot me up on the Jumbotron. Then they'd shoot them up on the Jumbotron. I had my Chargers jersey on. It was in a Rams home game though. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I love that. And it makes me like feel like the world is opening up again. Like I'm going to a concert this weekend. You're going to stadiums. Like it feels better.
That's awesome. What kind of concert are you, who are you seeing?
Pitbull.
Nice. Wow, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm excited for it. I know. I like Fireball. All of his songs are good.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be turned up. That's gonna be amazing.
I think he might come to LA. I'm not sure. I don't know where the rest of the dates are.
Get myself out to a concert as well. That's another place I haven't been in a long, long time. I do love my music.
Yeah, how is your music career going? I know you have a few songs. How's that going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've been busy filming stuff and getting more into movies and stuff like that. So I haven't had enough time to focus as much on the music. I do have those few songs that are on Spotify and Apple Music and link in bio and all that stuff like that. If you want to go check them out, they're not bad. And there are different variations. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, there a lot of there's some for every mood that you like. But I still write and I still record and pretty much do everything from the comfort of my own little home studio in my room. And yeah, I love it. You know, I love music just like I love movies. Of course, I love movies just a tad bit more because I feel like I'm better at making movies than making music. Okay. But practice makes perfect. And as long as you're passionate about something, you could continue and grow and get better. I'm a believer in that for sure.
Yeah, no, totally. I completely agree. And there was a singer who, when I was listening, I was like, he sounds exactly like, and I forget who it is, but there was someone who you reminded me of a lot. And it was a really good singer. So.
Well, good. Thank you. If you remember, let me know. I'm curious. I'm always interested in comparisons just to see, because then I start listening to more of their music as well, and I get inspired and see different ways of doing stuff. Because it's all about learning always.
Yeah. No, exactly. I know. I'm excited to keep listening. Oh, there's something in the comments. How did you get approached to do Too Hot to Handle? Yeah,
Too Hot to Handle was obviously it wasn't called Too Hot to Handle at the time. It was called actually it wasn't really called anything. They just said there was a project where there's a bunch of sexy singles from around the world, and it's going to be on Netflix. And it's from the producers of American Idol, which is free. And they do everything. Big production company. They make all the TV shows pretty much. And so basically I got on a call with them. They DM'd me on Instagram. Yeah, they DM'd me on Instagram, and I basically went through a bit of a Zoom-esque audition process.
Yeah.
Then they flew out to LA and I met them. About a month later, they are like, all right, you're going to come on the show. Here's the contract, and go to the doctor, get a physical and all that stuff. And they told me that I was going to come on late.
Yeah.
So I knew that I had enough time to mentally prepare to come on later.
Yeah.
They're hyping me up for that. Of course, I had my whole plan on how I was going to come in late, play real cool, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And when I got there, they're all like, no, not like that. You got to be loud and aggressive and make a statement. And I'm like, oh, God, they're going to hate me. but it all worked out. It all worked out at the end.
Wow, that's so cool. And I have a question, and this is going to be one that you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but would you say there was anybody who was different in front of the cameras and off camera?
Yes.
Do you want to say who?
Put it this way: there are a lot of people that are really good. Imagine the people that are really, really good on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, wow, they're a really great TV personality.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not like that off camera. Put it that way.
I can see who you're talking about.
Maybe, yeah, maybe a couple of people.
Yeah, I think like there's 2 or 3 I have in mind.
Yeah, you're probably right. Whoever you're thinking.
I know who we're thinking. I saw this on TikTok actually, where someone like got a DM to do season 2, but they thought it was like some scam, so they never even responded.
That's funny. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, my brother and a couple girlfriends of mine and a couple other people were all contacted for a show, Parties in Paradise.
Yep.
And then I'm like, that's interesting. I actually, this is a funny story. I never told anybody this, but Parties in Paradise was, the way they pitched it was a TV show a dating show that takes place on yachts in the Mediterranean.
Oh wow! So you were like perfect.
I'm like, you know what? I emailed them from the people who made Too Hot to Handle. I emailed them. I said, hey, I'd be a really good host for this show.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know me because I filmed the last one. It's Netflix again, and it takes place on a boat, and I'm very well known for living on a boat, right?
Yeah.
And they emailed me back like, hey, Bryce, yeah, I don't think we're going to have a host for this show. I was like, okay, whatever. So like Too Hot to Handle, no host. Of course, I didn't know, and no one knew that it was going to be Too Hot to Handle. but I have heard that. I've heard people DM me like, shit, I was going to do Parties in Paradise.
I know.
Too bad.
I know, because it almost seems weird, like just getting a DM, like, do you want to do this show? So they're like, do I answer? You know.
Exactly, because you know back in the day. So this when I got DM'd for it, it was January 2019.
Yeah.
I've had gotten DM requests from like, oh, you want to be on this MTV show or like this show, blah blah blah, and I'm like, nah, not really.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. For whatever reason, I decided that yeah, I'm gonna respond to this one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, you must be glad you did it because now
I can talk to you. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Now everybody knows you. Everybody loves you. So yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, I could see you on Outer Banks. Would you want to be on Outer Banks?
Outer Banks would be amazing. That would be right up my alley, wouldn't it? A little Netflix, a little bit out of water, a little more acting that I could do. Maybe I can 3. I gotta see what I could make it happen. If anyone's watching Outer Banks, remember I'm interested.
I know. Perfect. I feel like Outer Banks and Too Hot to Handle were the 2 shows that everybody was watching in quarantine.
Exactly. It was those 2, and then before that, it was Joe Exotic, Tiger King.
I Carol Baskin last week.
Really? That's exciting. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. She was nice.
I'm sure she is. Actually, I'm friends with Dylan Passage, and he would even tell me that she's a nice lady.
She was nice. And Sydney Sadik is on. She says hi.
Hi, Sydney. How are you?
Yeah, I've interviewed her before. She's really nice, too.
She's a doll, absolutely.
I remember seeing you guys did an interview, too.
Yeah, right before I was going to New York. I was going somewhere. I was Mexico, I think. I always go to Mexico and New York. So my 2 favorite places to go.
Your 2 favorites. I mean, didn't you film it in Mexico, Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, Too Hot to Handle season 1 was in Puerto Vallarta. Yeah.
That sounds gorgeous.
It was absolutely gorgeous. And obviously Turks and Caicos was the season 2 and season 3 were both filmed there because season 3 is going to come out eventually as well.
Okay, I'm excited for season 3.
Yeah. Hopefully they are taken more seriously than season 2 did.
Yeah. Hopefully they actually follow the rules. It was stressful. It really was watching.
It is. It's stressful because there's one part you're like, ooh, a good rule break is always nice, but then they're like, well, what's the point of everyone's breaking the rules, you know?
Too much. It was too much.
It was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
Yeah. So there was a question, what is your current dating life? Are you dating anybody?
Yeah, I'm dating.
You are?
Dating. Yep, I'm dating. Nothing really serious yet.
Yeah.
But definitely interested in settling down,
Yay.
finding that person, yeah.
Okay.
I may have found them, I may have not, but I'm looking,
Okay. Yay, that's exciting.
Yeah, thank you. I'm interested though, but still at the same time, I'm enjoying myself, enjoying meeting new people, and I'm still on the market, so.
You're not fully taken yet.
Not fully taken, no, but definitely looking for something more serious.
Okay, yay. And you meet new people. I have a question. I've always wanted to know this. Do people like recognize you every single day, like, and just ask you for pictures?
A lot. I can't say every day because, as you see, there's not a lot of people out right now by me.
Yeah.
But when I do go to like when I went to the football game, or when I go to any bars, there's always someone who's the girlfriend wants to take a picture with me, or like anybody. Sometimes actually a lot of guys always come up, hey Bryce, can we take? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the big thing about Too Hot to Handle that's the coolest out of other shows that are out in the U.S. is that it was international, right? So when I go to Mexico and when I go to Europe, I get recognized a lot. in different countries because everyone watched it. Everyone was, it was a quarantine in the whole planet. So,
Yeah.
So that's, hey, are you Bryce Hirschberg? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I love it.
I know there was even a Too Hot to Handle in Spain, I think. I saw that on Netflix.
Brazil.
Oh, Brazil, yeah.
And I haven't seen that one yet. I saw like the first 5 minutes, but I heard that's very intense and cool.
Yeah, I see
Brazil
breaks.
Yeah, I know. Brazil, a lot of fans of the show in Brazil. So I'm glad that they did their own version. It's exciting. Yeah, I also love New York's another place I get recognized a lot for whatever reason, but maybe there's just more people out.
There's more people in New York too, I feel like.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love taking pictures with people. I love chit-chatting with people and stuff like that. So it's a blast. It really is.
Yeah, no, it seems fun. What lessons did you learn from being on camera?
That's a good question. So I've been on camera a bit.
Yeah.
You want to know something that's interesting? And I'll tell. I don't know if it's probably not what you meant, but because I'm pretty comfortable on camera. The thing I did learn though, and there's a lot of help from a lot of my fans that watch the show, is that I totally switched up my whole look from what I look like now than what I look like on the show.
Yeah.
Gave myself a little bit of a haircut, to a little bit of facial hair stuff, and I like the way that that appears on camera much more. So that's what I learned is I learned how to look my best self on camera.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would do the same thing.
Right. That's a blessing. I'm like, you know what? If I would ever do this again, I'd look like this, instead. Stuff like that.
Watching yourself and you want to change anything, why not?
Exactly. It's like, you know what? I think I probably, could use a big sleeve of tattoos. Nah. Not for me, but it could have been it.
That's for Corey. That's for Corey.
Corey and Matthew can have the tattoos.
Yeah. So funny. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So one more question.
Sure.
Love to ask everybody this. If you could have dinner with 3 celebrities, they could be dead or alive, who would they be?
Okay. Number 1, Kobe Bryant. It's his birthday today. R.I.P. Kobe.
Happy birthday, Kobe.
Yeah, happy birthday, Kobe. That would have been an incredible, incredible experience, and just to learn about his Mamba mentality. I'm the biggest Laker fan ever, so just seeing him would be like, that would be one of the things I'd be so starstruck.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in like 3. I love Justin Timberlake, actually.
Yeah.
I think he's a super, super talented guy. He does lots of things. Not only is he a talented musician, and he's like really funny on like Saturday Night Live and stuff as an entertainer, but he's a fantastic actor. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Alpha Dog, but if you have,
haven't.
It is incredible. If you could ever get an opportunity to watch Alpha Dog, he's in that. He is amazing in it. And I like people that, Jared Leto, Jamie Foxx, people that make movies, make music, do comedy, do all this stuff, could be on TV. I love the wide range of entertainment because I feel like I have a wide range of entertainment myself. And then last but not least, I would definitely love to have dinner with probably like a Steven Spielberg or like a Quentin Tarantino or Martin Scorsese, some big, big director that I could just pick their brain, because above all, my passion lies with making more movies and watching movies.
Right.
And what I think is the ultimate form of art, because it combines everything that I love: the visuals, the choreography, the writing, and the music and the sound. It's everything. I love it.
It's a mixture of everything.
Exactly.
That's really cool. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, CJ. Thanks for having me.
I know, it was so great to talk to you, and we'll talk soon.
We will. I'll give you an update on when, if and when I get back from this movie. I'll give you a full update about it.
Please do. DM it to me.
I will. All right, bud. Take care.
Thank you, Bryce.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode of The Weekly Scoop with CJ.